Hello and welcome back to a random episode of SnowRunner. It's kind of random. It's kind of a spur of the moment thing. We're back on that map, Trek Through the Country, and we'll be doing a video on that today. I did do a bunch of, or not a bunch, I guess, a little bit of exploring, trying to find this other log station. I was contacted by um, my brain don't want to work today. I was contacted contacted by the map the map maker. This beautiful map maker. I don't know if they're beautiful, but the map definitely is. Shit. Uh, Again, not professional. I'm not a professional reviewer, but um, yeah. So um, that thing I said last video. I don't know if you remember. We were doing this map and we only found the one log station, but I was contacted by the map maker because I did ask for help of where the other log station is, and he gave me a bit of a hint. Took me a while to find it, but I managed to do some exploring in the meantime, um, as well as um, I have no idea where I was going with that. Yeah, gave me a hint, so we will be continuing that. You notice my truck is a little bit different than last time. I managed to find a few trucks along the way on the map here. Um, and I managed to get them at like this one and this one, and I discovered this one not too long ago. Um, as well as I went in here. This is a bit crazy in here. You can only access this via either via through the trees, like I did, or through this little rock pass right here um, for this drilling site. You can only access it with scout vehicles. At least as far as I could tell, I don't see how um, the regular vanilla trucks would be able to fit in there. Maybe a small version of them, but or smaller ones might be able to fit through there. But it's really a really small pass, so we'll be going in there at some point. But like I said, yeah, I did do a little bit more of exploring. His comment was it was a road to the farm, so I thought this road was the one, and maybe this was it, but obviously not, because I am a dumbass. So I went down this road, and I just kind of climbed up this massive hill to get up here. This is actually good. This is what I was talking about before in the last video as well, is if you want people to take the longer routes and stuff like that, um, give them a reason why they have to take that. This is a good example of that. Might put some more rocks around this hill so you can't climb through the trees. It was a pain in the butt. It took me about 20 minutes to go from here to here, and it probably would have took me about 20 minutes to go from here to here and have less trouble. So this is a good example of that. One thing in note too, I don't know if you can build these bridges. The person did say that they don't know how to do the animated mission style like the game does when you're building bridges and things. You get that little animation, and a new bridge appears, basically, essentially, I guess. Again, I don't know how modding works and how that stuff is made, but that is okay that you don't know that. Yeah, I'm sure you'll figure it out, and you'll definitely improve your maps by doing that. In my opinion, anyway. Again, just an opinion. It's not a uh, nothing nefarious or anything like that. Again, do want to, before we continue here, I do want to apologize for how long it took me. I have been, this will be news to everybody. I have been working on a new rebuild video. The only problem with doing those rebuild videos for vehicles is you actually got to do the work, and that takes time. So, and I am by far no speed mechanic. I am just old school shade tree mechanic. uh, and plus, sorry about that. I had to cut for a second. But yeah, like I was saying, I just had to cut there. By far, in no means a speed mechanic, so that is something to be worthy of note. Those videos do take time to make. Usually, the video itself obviously doesn't take time to make. It's the work behind the pictures and stuff like that. And maybe I'm planning on doing some videos with my phone here. Because that'll be a good quality, right? That'll be good quality content. Video footage from a phone. And it'll have to be, since I don't know how to, just like you, not knowing how to do missions, certain types of missions, which is fine. It's okay. I don't know how to do editing. All my stuff is done live, like the pause breaks, cutting out content and stuff like that. That's all done live as the video is recorded. Also, just like I said in one of my satisfactory video, which will be coming out tomorrow on update 6 for satisfactory, that we're gonna get on the road here. The two icons down in the bottom right, I just figured out how to do that, and I'm getting there. Hopefully I haven't unsubscribed by this point, Mr. Map Maker. It did take me quite a long time, and again, I apologize for that. But like I said, I've been incredibly busy with that rebuild video. I really haven't had the time to play games really at all. But I knew I probably wouldn't have the time. That's why a lot of my stuff, I'm just keeping up with the old recording several videos when I do have time. And I also got to keep up with that as well. So whenever I do have time, it usually takes precedent that the main series of videos for both Valheim and Satisfactory get uploaded or recorded all on one day for like a week. And again, those take time as well. So I got a big old balancing act that I got to do, including life stuff. So adult things. Can't play video games all the time. Got other stuff to do. Other stuff to take care of. But this very unprofessional and very shoddy video it's about your map, so yeah. We'll be recording probably this entire trip to the log station. We do gotta go get our trailers. I dropped off the trailers and made this into a tow truck for a little bit, and went and got some of those trucks around the map that I discovered already, and sold them because I was very, very low on cash after making the tow truck upgrades. But we do have those upgrades now, so they will be free to switch back, I think, or cost very little money. I haven't quite paid attention to what hard mode entails. And it's been a very long time since I played on hard mode. Before this map, I mean. So we will be continuing with that. As well as I would like to mention that this log station placement and the way it's set up is actually it's really good actually. I do like the placement of this because it does remind me of my logging days where uh, you know, you're high up in the mountains. Now that would be a really cool map. Um, I don't know if you would be interested in doing anything like that, but um, doing a map that's mostly mountainous and having these little roads, these little paths that you make like this and stuff like that, um, to logging stations like 3/4 up the mountain or whatever, up different mountains and stuff like that, and having a mostly mountainous terrain um, with, you know, small little dirt roads that you can barely fit on and stuff like that for the logging portion anyway. I don't know if that would be something that a lot of people would be interested in, but I definitely would. That does remind me of my logging days, and I'd have to find I definitely have to find me a semi that only has 2 axles instead of 3. I'm sure there's some good mods out there. If I was good with Blender, I'd be able to make my own, and I definitely would, but man, Blender is just one of them. It's one of them programs that if you don't know what you're doing, even though there's tons of tutorials out there, and you're following tutorials and stuff, you still really don't know what you're doing for a long time. And it's one of those, it's like playing the instrument. Playing the instrument, playing a instrument. Where it does take, it essentially would take years of practice in order to get Blender to get your experience with Blender good enough to be able to make mods and stuff like that. I mean, maybe it's different for different people. You know, obviously that's always the case. Different people learn at different rates. I mean, me, I learned very quickly, but not with programs. A good example is this. I did work in the. I also did work in the irrigation industry. For irrigation wells, working on those wells, as well as house wells. We've also got we got a lot of flat land out here, so have a lot of pasturing for cows and stuff like that. So windmill wells as well, because they're out in the middle of nowhere, and we got a lot of wind out here where I live. So windmill wells are still used today. I mean, they're a bit better, I guess, than the old wood versions, but anyway. I've worked in the irrigation industry, and this all ties into me learning very, very quickly. I went into that industry not knowing a single thing about an irrigation well or windmill well, and my very first job was an irrigation well. You know, and of course, you know, the big boss man was there that day because he was training a new employee, so, which was me. So, I don't know if you know this, but irrigation wells, at least where I live, they come out in, the irrigation well itself comes out in 20-foot sections. And the wells are usually, typically, anywhere between 200 to 400 feet deep. So, you can add that up and tell how many sections that is. He showed me 2 sections of pipe while running the truck, the crane truck. What am I doing here? The crane truck, essentially. It's essentially just a truck with a big old crane on it. Not like this game. The whole truck is a crane. It doesn't have a crane on it. It's the other than the cab, it's a whole crane on the back, on the framing. And we did that. So he showed me 2 sections of running the truck and taking the pipes apart. and sending him off to the side, mainly using the truck. And yep, he did those. He said, "Now you do it." And I'm sitting there going, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, now you do it. I want you to do it all by yourself. I want you to show me that you can do this job." I said, "Okay." And yeah, I went to town, started pulling out sections of pipe, just like showed me. Oh, that's a bad idea. Get back here. Repack? Aha. Oh, I packed into a tree. That's not good. I know, I'm taking shortcuts. But, also we need to reactivate. There we go. Reactivate that. So yeah, and that's what I did, and I worked at that job for about 3 years, 2 years. It was about 2 years maybe. Before unfortunate events took place. The boss passed away, and the business got sold to another company. And I worked with that company for about 3 months, and then a whole bunch of restructuring changes. And with that type of job, you need to do, in order to make a decent living at it, working at that type of job, you need to do irrigation wells, house wells, and windmill wells. So irrigation wells are typically done during the winter. When the irrigation wells are shut down, they're not being used to grow fields of crops. And then during the summertime, when all the irrigation wells are being used, you may get a few here and there if they go down, stop working, or if somebody needs to drill a new well and whatnot, and needs somebody to come in and drill a new well and put a brand new well in the ground. But typically, during the summertime, you're going to be working on house wells and windmill wells. And there's always business for that year-round, usually. I'm going to grab our trailers here. Oh, just one trailer. That's all we need. So yeah, and I got stuck on, since that company that took over had employees of their own, I got stuck on doing irrigation wells only. Which, I don't know if you know this, because I just said it, but doing just irrigation wells during the winter time doesn't make you a whole lot of cash, because during the summer, obviously, you have no business. How is that trailer connected? And don't pay attention. So yeah, that's what happened to that, and so that's when I decided to go work for DOT, because I already had work experience doing hard labor job, and figured I'd just move on to the next one. This all ties into, yeah, so quick learning, stuff like that. So yeah, not fun at all. Also, I think I need to turn down my mic. Hold please. So, sorry about the, if the mic's been loud recently. I've been playing with the, settings on, OBS. Also moved my mic a bit further away. It's just, if my mic ever goes into the red zone on OBS, I need to fix that. Because then, essentially, it's way too loud. So, we'll get it right someday. Also, I just took a ton of damage. Yeah, so. And then at DOT, that's DOT coupled with, I mean, I was 18 or 19 at the time. This was years ago. And when you're 18 or 19, you think you're invincible. So during the irrigation business, as well as working for the Department of Transportation, which is DOT. You know, during a lot of that time, I thought I was invincible, and I did a lot of stuff I shouldn't have. You know, as far as um, messing up my own back and stuff like that. So, and then yeah, so I went to, since I had my CDL, because you have to have your CDL when working with the Department of Transportation. You have to have a CDL because you're an equipment operator, so you end up operating a lot of equipment, especially the dump trucks they use, or we use, I guess. All have air brakes, so you have to have CDL Class A, which is the top tier CDL. And then I moved and went and worked for a logging company hauling logs. So that's basically my story there. And now I don't work a whole lot anymore because yeah, my back's been screwed up for quite a while, and it's only gotten I mean, it's gotten better, but it's also gotten worse at the same time. I shouldn't be taking this way. I'm going the wrong way. So, yeah. And I've also had surgery on my back as well, if you're curious about that. Probably not, but you probably don't want to hear my life story, I'm sure, so just skip. Probably should have said that earlier. It's like, yeah, if you don't want to hear my life story, just skip. The back surgery went well, but it only lasted a few months. Like, I was hurting for about a month after, obviously because of surgery, and then, yeah, just went back to, after that, it was good for a month later, or two, and then, yeah, I'm right back to where I was, just about. In fact, in a little bit worse of a spot. So, yeah, it's really been tough on me, but that was my own hubris. That entire deal there. But anyway, on a different note, we have more logs that we can deliver. Yay! Okay, you can unskip your skip now or stop skipping. My life story's over. So we are moving on to a more less sad note. And if I've made you feel any kind of sympathy for me, please don't. it's the way it is. I've accepted it and I've moved on. That I'll probably be like this for the rest of my life, which is fine. I did screw it up, so it was my own hubris that caused it. Hey, look, logs. Hey, look, a distraction. Let's do this. Alright, look at us go. We're doing it. Oh, this is gonna be terrible. Back down here. Oh no. Well. Crapolas. And I'm also wedged in here. And I can't control my camera. Actually, maybe I should straighten the trailer first. Oh. One moment, please. I really should have been paying attention to where I'm going, because that took all night to get that back there. But here we are. Good and packed. Alrighty. So, here we are. Traveling through. I'm just irritated that I was not paying attention. I'm mad at myself. I was not paying attention to where I was going. That took me like 40 minutes to do. And during that 40 minutes as well, I don't know if I said it, but yeah. Most people that end up in the situation where I'm at, especially if they've done it themselves, they don't want any sympathy for it. It's because, you know, they've moved on. So, just like I have, I've moved on. I've learned to deal with it. My own hubris. Now that that's said, yeah, I'm gonna stop talking about it. Everybody else has moved on. I can't. Alright. Yeah, we got our last two medium logs. I think we'll do short logs next. Because the long logs that will take the longest, as well as I'll be able to use the a log trailer that I'm more familiar with. As well as, we'll probably use a cart trailer as well. Long log cart trailer, because we do have those from a trailer mod. So, we will do that. Really need a bridge that's a little bit closer. Maybe like one over here or something. I don't know. This is a bit of a hassle, but that's what it's supposed to be. That's how the game works. And definitely out of all the jobs I've had, though, I would say logging is number one. Even though it was tedious and boring at times, it was definitely the most fun job, I guess. Mainly because there wasn't a whole lot of hard labor actually involved in it. You know, you go up the mountain extremely tediously slowly. You get loaded with logs on the mountain, and then you strap your load down, you know, just like it is here in the game. That actually is kind of accurate. We didn't use ratchet straps, those type of ratchet straps. They had ratchet straps on the trailer themselves, the ratcheting part of it, and you just used a bar, specially made bar that was used for tightening them down. And the straps obviously were a lot heavier duty than these. Probably about 3 times wider than these are. And then once you strapped it down, you went down the mountain, and then before you got on the highway, you tightened down your straps again, because the logs always settle a little bit, and the straps always loosen a bit. So, yeah, right before you get on the highway, you tighten them back down, and then off you go to the log station. And once you get to the log station, you get in line, because there's always a line. At the log station, there's always a line there. Big old road usually leading up to it. is where the line was. And yeah, undo your straps, put your straps back in your truck, and then pull up to the actual line. Because there's a line for unloading, but you didn't really wait to unload, or I mean a line for unstrapping, but you didn't wait to unstrap, you just unstrapped in that line specifically. And then you get in line for the scales, because they always have scales for weighing the logs to know how much to pay you for the logs. How much of a load you brought in. And then, yep, you get you get weighed. They give you a little sheet that shows how much the truck weighed for weighing in. And then you get in line again to another line, which then you'd wait for. I went completely the wrong direction. I need to turn around. My own hubris has screwed me again. Hopefully we can turn around without flipping this trailer over. It's easy, yeah. This could be easy. Yeah. Then you wait in line to get unloaded, and then you get unloaded. Then you get back in line for the scales again. And once you get on the scale, then you go in, pick up your second sheet that shows how much your truck weighed when you weighed out, and how much the load of logs actually was. And then you log that down in your truck's worksheet. Just make sure we're not going too far. Don't ever do that in real life, by the way. If you're hauling something heavy and you got a steep hill like that, don't ever stop halfway up. Bad idea. Gotta roll back down, because you won't have. You'll either not have the traction or not have the power to continue pushing up that steep hill. Bad idea. But yeah, that whole fast learning thing, I definitely had that with the whole hauling logs experience as well. Because, you know, where I lived previously, I was used to more flat land and driving trucks mostly flat land. And driving out highways and stuff. So, highways and interstates. So that's where my experience came from, and having to go to dirt roads, mountainous terrain, and hauling 100,000 pounds. That was quite the experience, and I had to learn fast, because with that type of job, if you don't know when you're going into it, if you don't know what it's like to actually haul logs in the mountains and you're going into that type of profession, hauling logs or any kind of load really on dirt roads, skinny roads with giant cliffs and stuff, you gotta learn fast. Because the more likely scenario is you'll lose your job if you're not keeping up with performance. But also the unlikely scenario, what'll happen if you don't learn fast and stuff like that, is you'll fall off a cliff and go careening down into a valley somewhere where they probably it'll probably take a day or two for them to recover you, even if you did survive. It just, yeah. It's almost like going into a dangerous job and learning fast how to survive it. Essentially. It's a very dangerous job. It's anything where cliffs are involved and small roads, there tends to be accidents. I know I'm laughing and it's a very serious thing, but I'm only laughing because I've been there. It's terrible. probably why it pays so much. More than likely. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to drop off this trailer here. And we're going to go get a long log trailer. And I'm going to go... Let's see, they're both equally as far from the log station, essentially. Actually, this one might be a little closer. A lot more easier terrain than this one. Yeah, we're going to go pick up probably 2 trailers. We'll get a saddle low and get a long log trailer, and then we'll get a long log trailer, cart trailer, dolly trailer, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, we'll do the long logs first. I know I said we'll do the short logs first, but I've changed my mind. I've changed my mind. I'm going to do the long ones first. Alright, and since these trailers are non-refundable, we're just going to move them over here to the trailer parking that I've made the trailer parking. I'm just going to just start a parking shit over here. I am so glad that I don't have to haul doubles and triples. If you don't know what that is, doubles and triples is essentially multiple trailers hooked together, which is essentially what I was doing, I guess, with these 2 medium log trailers. That's about the size of a triple size trailer. So yeah, doubles and triples, you're hauling, with doubles you're hauling 2 trailers, one on the truck, on the truck's 5th wheel plate, and 1 cart trailer style hooked up or linked up behind it. From what I've seen, I've never seen logs done that way. I imagine where we were hauling logs, that's just not possible. There are too many factors going on there, too much tipping and whatnot, and just you would end up losing more trailers and probably trucks as well than you would profit. It's because it just wouldn't work. So just 1 trailer. But yeah, doubles would be 2 trailers. Sometimes doubles are this size, like this. And sometimes they're about, they're almost 2 of these. Like say 2 of these linked together would be 1 trailer, and then you would have another trailer of equal length, or maybe even a smaller length, or a longer length, who knows? It really just depends on that. There's a certain length that they really can't go over, because that'd be way too long. Road trains aren't exactly permitted in a lot of areas. Like the state I live in, doubles and triples are illegal. As far as going, you can go into the state with them, but only to a certain distance, because our bridges aren't built to withstand that kind of weight with doubles and triples. So you can only haul up to where I live. You can only haul to that point, and then you have to drop off either all the doubles and triples, or you have to I should be over here, or you drop off. If you're hauling triples, you drop off 2 and then continue on with 1 trailer, or if you're hauling doubles, you drop off 1 trailer and then you continue hauling with the other one. Essentially like that. You're not allowed past that point. I'm sure there's other reasons too, but yeah, doubles and triples that takes also a skill, just like log hauling. It's a skill to drive with doubles and triples and backing up with them. In my eyes, is damn near impossible because of all the pivot points. So yeah, we're going to put on to it more. So saddle low. We probably still want the log crane. We're gonna put on the sleeper's toolbox as well. As well as some more repair points here. I've already purchased this stuff, so not a big deal. Okay. And also, when I was log hauling too, I don't know if I've ever mentioned it, but we never had cranes on our trucks. The trucks weren't long enough to have cranes. Mine did have a sleeper. Oh, oh. I see. I see. So this sleeper's toolbox has got, the toolbox extra has got nothing in it. Ew. Well then. So would you have to sell that then and rebuy it? Probably. I know. I probably should know this stuff, but truck has been fully repaired. Customize. Frame add-ons. I think you would have to sell it. Probably. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so that's how you have to do it. And hard mode is the right pain in the ass. There's so much money to be spent on everything. Alrighty. Because we didn't buy a long log trailer. No, okay. Just making sure. Alright, so we're gonna back up. Actually, you know what? Turn around. Autosave lag. Jeez. Damn it, autosave. Optimize your game. Okay. So, here we go. Semi-log trailer forest for transporting long logs. Boop. Wait. Oh, insufficient space. Okay. Insufficient space. Here. Ah, there we go. That, you know, that looks natural. That crane being shoved through the trailer there. Alright. Now we need to move. Because we are going to... Oh, yeah. Of course I can't do that. Why did I think I could do that? Well, that's going to be fun to hook up to in a minute. Oh, I think my mud flaps got at some point. Okay, where? Yeah, there's also this one. 2 things of medium logs. Okay. insufficient space, of course. Why can't I move? Oh, can't. I should be able to move in the menu. That's not the mod maker's fault, that's the game's fault. All the way down to the bottom. There we go. Detached trailer. Alright. I think I destroyed that trailer last time. Yeah, let's go put our mud flaps back on. I think that's why... somehow I've gotten rid of the mud flaps on the rear. I think that comes with the trailer attachment as well. 1269, nice. Okay. I think that's under here. Rear bumper, yeah. I don't know how that got detached, or how that got taken out. Yeah, there we go. I got my penile hitch. Jeez, such a child. Speaking of those hitches are way better than the old bumper pull or ball hitch. There we go. So in that scenario, that'd be fun to reconnect like that. You would essentially have to find a way to hold the trailer up and raise your landing gear on the bottom there, and then put like bricks or something underneath the landing gear to lower the landing gear to get the trailer higher. If you couldn't raise your landing gear any further, which the log trailer that I had, its landing gear folded backwards up to the bottom of the trailer, so I didn't have a way to adjust the height on that. So what I'd have to do typically is I'd have to like put rocks or something underneath it if I ever detached the trailer. Alrighty. And off we go. You guys have already seen this trip to this other log station, so I'm going to go ahead and skip it until I'm almost there. So that way we're not rehashing the same trip over and over and over again. You know, just need to keep you guys interested if I'm not boring enough already. We're not quite there yet, but I decided to take the long way. Lumber mill up here. Yeah, look at those beautiful signs. They're a little bit too close to this corner. And they need to be a little bit further away. Maybe just one would suffice. I don't know. I'm nitpicking. I am a nitpicky bastard. I know. Yeah, I decided to take the long way, so we're gonna take the long way, and you get to be with me every minute of it, every second. Damn. This is deep, gotta say. It's very deep right here. Alrighty. Good thing I got the big old tires going on. Alright. We press on. little chasm looking thing. Some rocks. Oh, and also, do let me know if you ever, when you make any big updates or whatever. If you do decide to make some updates to this map. Reason I'm asking. I'm having problem controlling my voice. Okay. Reason I'm asking though is so that I can come back and check out the new stuff as well. So it's very deep here. Yeah, it's definitely flooded quite well. Big old boulder there. Very ooh, that's wow. Alrighty. Very steep. Yeah, that's gonna be fun when we got logs on there. Won't it be? So essentially we've ended up about where we were shortcutting last time. We're getting close to that area. Yeah, we'll explore this entire little road here. Oh, and something else that I forgot to mention. So apparently this map won, what was it, 3rd place in a mod reward thing, or it was featured on one of the from the devs when they do their little mod spotlight, something like that. Gonna have to recheck that thing, but yeah, that's crazy. Doing a damn good job then if you're being featured on mod spotlights. Hopefully continue to get that kind of satisfaction. Oh, got another steep hill here. As well as, yeah, I'll probably only be taking this type of trip once. Because, damn, it is long, and yeah. I don't want to be here for too many hours trying to do this. Like, if I was doing it without cheesing it, this it would take me a very, very long time to do. Wow. And deep again. I'm a boat. Glug glug. Okay. Shit. They decided to build the road into a pond. What the hell, man? I've encountered this before as well during my logging times, where a road would flood the previous night, and then we'd come out to deliver logs, and we'd be essentially glugging through the water like that in certain spots. Not quite that deep, but yeah, it's been there. Alrighty, so back to the part where we ended the video last time, where I screwed up and didn't realize that there was a second log station. It's so weird that I've had that happen a couple times where the mission keeps reappearing as a new task, even though it's not. It might be just a bug with the game, though, rather than the map maker. What am I looking at? Oh. I needed to load my logs there. Yeah. I needed to load my logs over there. Oops. Oh, we needed to turn around anyway. Alright, there we go. So as well as I didn't realize what was happening, but when you load, it does say 18 cargoes left, but what it really means is there's 18 logs left, 18 logs themselves left. So what that does is there's 3 logs per load. So yeah, so my math is weird. So essentially there's 6 loads left of this. So we'll be able to pick up all 6 loads from here, and then go to the other log station to pick up one more load. Gotta grab that other trailer. So that's, with this setup, that would be 3 more trips out here. Or no, 2 more trips out here. Attached trailer. Come on, little trailer. Let's go. We'll load you up with logs too. So yeah, so you see how it's 18? So now it's going to be 15. So yeah, that's how that works. I didn't realize that's what was happening when I was doing the last video. I didn't realize. I thought I have plenty of loads. You know, I have more than I need. That's perfect. Yeah. So that's a bit confusing on the game devs there. That'd be their fault that it's that way. Yeah, I only played hard mode once, and I decided that I didn't like it, and now that I played hard mode again, the way it's structured, it's extremely too terrible when it comes to the money side of things. Up the hill we go. Go! So there's a fuel trailer here. Is there a shortcut here? He said something about a fuel trailer being a reward for taking a shortcut, but I'm not sure. I think we should explore that. Okay, back down we go. And he linked specifically to this part in that video. Where this fuel trailer is, so I don't know if this is actually a shortcut. Can you go across the water there? Maybe. We'll have to back up and push this fuel trailer to the out of the way. Hopefully my logs don't tip back there. Get out of the way, fuel trailer. We're going this way. The fuel trailer's absolutely destroyed now. That looks incredibly deep. We'll try it. I'll try anything once. Oh no! Okay, yeah. Oh, we're screwed. That's why this truck is OP. Okay. I have really screwed myself. Okay. Okay. One of these is bound to be a solid tree. Okay, apparently not that one. This one? Oh. Oh, good. I'm glad that happened. Oh, we can't even pack. What about over here? Oh. Wow. We tore down a tree. I guess that's the hubris of being too OP with the winch. No. Okay, stay in the trailer, boys. Oh, I lost one. Oh, there went a tire. This was a bad idea. A very, very bad idea. Okay. In real life, that would not be able to start back up. Alright, detached trailer. This is a mess. I'm gonna have to do it though. Reason being is because I gotta be over here. There's no room. This is probably why devs didn't allow for offline winches for trucks. But also, it's a pain in the butt that there isn't anything like that. No, don't push the... Whatever. You know what? Just get me out of here. Okay, pull me back the other way. There we go. Okay, I should be able to fix it from here. Maybe. I'm on top of... well, see you in about 5 hours when I fix this mess. Alrighty. We're back. That was a mess. I didn't lose a single log though. I did manage to get both trailers out of there and reloaded all the logs. That was, yeah, my own hubris. I thought there was a shortcut there. If there is, I definitely don't see it. I definitely can't find it. I've explored this entire section, and I thought those tree clearings were the answer, but they're definitely not. And there's no way through with the trailer that I can find. So yeah, that was ooh, look at that wiggle. That was definitely a my fault type of deal. That took me almost an hour just to fix that mess. But hey, we got it. I know you're probably wondering exactly how I did that. Let's not talk about it. It was not fun. So yeah, definitely don't go that way. But hey, that's what we're here for. And if we didn't have a few accidents along the way, this game would be, or this little playthrough that I'm doing, somewhat, would not be entertaining enough. So we gotta have some accidents. Definitely gotta have some crazy things happen along the way. Don't you tip any further, trailer. Oh, of course. Here we go again. Jeez. And we're back again from another disaster. That was another disaster there. Saving, save life, save life. Okay. Man, it's getting spicy around here with all these little trailer tips. Need to be extra careful, don't want to lose these logs. As well as, yeah, we're only a little over an hour and I've already been recording for about 3 hours. Or not recording, but playing for about 3 hours. So, yeah, what I think I might do as well after we hit the 2-hour mark on this video, I think I'll probably finish, because I don't think I'll finish this mission for this video, but I'll probably end up finishing this mission in its entirety before I go and record again. Yeah. Everybody's seen this mission so far, and they've seen what it takes to get this mission done. Maybe we'll deliver a couple of short logs from that other log station, and maybe record the one trip with the one long logs section. Okay, I'm detaching that before it goes to the moon. It was trying, and it was like freaking out back there. Let's go. We got our logs. This is gonna take a very, very long time to do. I know that I'm definitely going to be loathing the trips back and forth. It's going to be just going to be a long, long mission. And a long log mission. Aha, funny. I made a bunny. Oh. Okay. We might be in for another disaster here in a minute. Let's see. Jeez. This is not very punny here. I could do with being a bit less steep. A little bit dangerous there. That's like the some of this stuff, it definitely does remind me of the Michigan. I know a lot of people hate Michigan because there's a lot of space there that just, a lot of roads and stuff there that really shouldn't have been made into roads. I know, I probably shouldn't go on to into a rant about it. Just so irritating to drive logs the way they were making us do it on Michigan. It just very tedious. This is going to be not fun for a lot of this, so I end up cutting a lot of it out. Because, you know, when I'm doing, even though the content stops for you and jumps cuts and whatnot, a lot of the time I end up listening to music while doing stuff like this. It's just, you know, monotonous. So there's a lot of space in between jump cuts usually, or doing stuff off camera completely, entirely, before I record the next one. But yeah, that's definitely what I'll be doing, is cutting out, or not cutting out, but just not even, just straight up not recording the rest of the trips. I'm only recording this one because we haven't really, you guys haven't got to see this this road yet, this specific part of the map. Need to keep to this one side. Do not tip over again. Jeez, why? just why? Yeah, I'm gonna stay attached to it. Hopefully the logs stay in there. Now, you're all probably thinking, why did you link two trailers together and are trying to haul it this way? It's like, yeah, but also, do I even have any logs left in that thing? No. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to fix that. Oh, please. And we're back again. Yeah, I decided just to cut the whole dang trip out. But luckily, after fixing that other incident, there was no more incidents on the way here. Man. Also, we're probably going to be going with only the one trailer, because this is too much. Maybe for the other log, picking up logs. But for that really far away one, we're only going to be using the one trailer. It's going to take longer, but there'll be less chance for incidences like these, like we've been experiencing. Or I have been making problems for myself, essentially. So yeah, we'll just be going with the one trailer for now. Maybe for the other trip we'll take two. I've done the two before, many times. It's just, that way it's just way too hazardous getting over here with that. safely, anyway. Yeah, I had to go fishing as well. So all the logs they had come off the trailer and they were just at the bottom of that flooded area. So I had to sit there and fish for them. Alrighty, so we'll get these two trailers back to the garage. We'll repair the truck and then just leave that one trailer there. It's just way too much of a hassle. I spent another 30 minutes fixing that one, and then, yeah, very slowly making my way this way with the trailers. If they could actually connect to each other, so I could do a double haul, that would probably be better. But yeah, this is just way too much of a dangerous thing. So yeah, we will not be taking both trailers. As well as I'm going to, as well as I've decided, like I've said before, I will be cutting out probably all those trips, just entirely. I got about an hour left today. Not even an hour, maybe 45 minutes or so to record for this map, and then I gotta go. Gotta go and do some more recordings for Valheim today, since I'm not really working at the moment. Nice day. Nice day to sit inside and do nothing, which is video games, essentially. So yeah, going to go record for Valheim in about 45 minutes, so I'm trying to think what else. We could go on a rescue mission, I guess, and on my own time I will haul those logs, because we still got a little over an hour for this video, essentially. Just park this up. Close enough. So yeah, we'll go on a little rescue mission, I think. Probably be fun. Little change of pace. Go and do something else for a bit. I'm done putting myself through hell right now to get these logs delivered. Alrighty. So yeah, we're going to repair. Just fully repair the truck. Probably gonna have to spend a little bit of money here. Customize. Show you. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. So we're going to sell this, buy it back. And then we'll put on the, where are they? I think they're here, actually. I watched this one add-on wig out. It's quite crazy. There it is. now we're gonna go hunting. I think that's all the add-ons I needed. Yes. Because we also got to do repairs and stuff. So we'll go do that mission, actually. And look at us. We're full-fledged tow truck now for recovery services. Which was this one that I discovered earlier. So we need to repair it, refuel it, and then take it over to that spot. We have been called for active duty tow trucking. Oh, apparently somebody is home. One of the other friends that I have playing Raft at the moment. What else is... Oh, there's two trucks over here, I remember now. Yeah, the bandit was also in this little hut, along with the truck that's still in there. Left, okay. So yeah, let's do this, huh? I wonder if they'd be interested in doing a little Valheim today. Alright. Let's leave it in high suspension mode. Just because. Reasons and such. Yeah, I don't know if I ever mentioned this, but I also worked as a tow truck driver for a little bit too. At Little Point. It was only for it was a very short period of time. Because that type of work as well, it's one of those jobs that it's down this road. We didn't actually explore that road. That's fine. So yeah, we want to go all the way over here. I'll leave a little marker. Yeah, actually drove a tow truck as well. Not quite this big. It was similar. It was a semi tow truck with it did have a rotator kind of like this, but not quite. It had four cable lines on the tow truck and had the axle lift on the back, which is what you see kind of underneath the crane there. And it only had two axles, it didn't have three. We weren't that fancy. So, it was a much older one, but it worked. And it still does too. Yeah, I've gotten to use it as well. Really nice tow truck. So I know how to do all of that. Just don't call me for tow services. I don't have a tow truck. Yeah, we'll go and look at this truck. This will be fun. Nice little change of pace from the usual. Okay, a little bit. So it's up a bit further. I'm wondering what that circle is. I have no idea. Maybe that's the repair zone. I don't know. Let's take a little shortcut. Go right in through here. Yes. So this mission here, I was over here exploring earlier. Yeah, that truck right there. We're not going to be able to use the axle lift on that bad boy. As you can see, there's a skid plate protecting the very front axle there. So we won't be able to use the axle lift on this particular job. This one might be a bit heavy for the crane as well, so we won't be able to lift it. All right. So our tow truck back down. So we need to repair that one. So the rotator. We won't use the rotator. We won't use the tater for the repairs. Do the toolbox extras because these are cheap to get the points back. So the rotator's toolbox, 790. So we have to use a little bit of this. Okay. So now we're gonna refuel not from our personal tank, please. These are empty. Repair cart. Okay, so there. I'm not gonna have enough, am I? Oh, did I just refuel myself? Oops. Okay, so we'll go from our personal tank then. There we go. It's alright, we're better on fuel anyway. Oof, yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Crane mode. No, let's restore that crane. Restore crane. This truck's a bit too heavy for this. So we're just going to attach it from here. That'll be the only way. I'll have to just pull it. Okay, so we want to... Just rotating the map here. We can get out to this road, or we can take this road. The road we haven't explored yet. And then maybe from there we can cross this guy's yard, tear it up, you know, screw with him a little bit. Because if we go this way, that might be a bit too much. We'll see, we'll see. Alrighty. So yeah, we want to take the road ahead of us. It's almost straight ahead. The camera. There we go. Colliding with buildings. Just go right up here. Oh yeah? Well, screw you too. Meet. Are you wedged on a tree already? I haven't even got started yet. This thing is nice and wide. I wonder if you get this truck after this mission. I mean, that's how the game sometimes works. If I had a toy monster truck, I'd be able to climb up on top of them rocks. Very interesting to try. Yes. Come along there, beast. Yeah, we're deliberately leaving the truck off. We don't need its help. Oh, maybe we do need its help. I bet you that thing is really bad on fuel. Definitely a military semi. It's got a little crane on it. See that? Got a little crane. Alrighty. So we will definitely be delivering this, get this mission knocked down. Oh, as well. If you don't want to hear any tow trucking stories, you don't like story time, just skip ahead a bit. Skip ahead about 10-20 minutes, that should do. Oh, it's very deep right here. But anyway, yeah. I think I got a tow trucking story for you. Should be fun to listen to. So, get a call one night, about 8-9 o'clock. Semi flipped over on the interstate. It was really windy that night, and they were hauling a load of produce. Hopefully I haven't told this story. If I have, again, just skip ahead. About 10-20 minutes should do it. Yeah, they were hauling a load of produce. So it was the standard 53-footer refrigerated box trailer, because it's apples, oranges, bananas, pears, peaches, that kind of stuff. So it has to be refrigerated produce. But yeah, he had got blown over on the interstate. That's a pretty common occurrence around here. The wind gets too high sometimes and just blows them semis right over, right onto their side. Especially if you got a straight crosswind with 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts. It's very common. Yeah, we'll keep going. Ooh, I just did damage to his engine. Whoops. Ow! It's probably a very solid front end. Whatever. Yeah, flipped over. And he had flipped it over in such a way that it made the trailer kind of not very on the stable side. I mean, usually when we would flip over semis, we'd usually unload most of the trailer anyway. But this one, even unloading it almost entirely, the trailer would still be too unstable. It was, when they're made, the trailer's frame is the only strong part of a box trailer for a semi, and I think that goes for box trucks as well. The framing is the only strong part. The rest of it is aluminum, wood, foam insulation. There's not much to those trailers for the outside structure. So yeah, when they get laid over like that, especially fully loaded, it tends to bend them up. So you have to unload it because all the weight's on the sidewall, and if you just try and lift it and turn it over, you're just going to rip off the sidewall. You're just going to tear right through. And insurance companies don't take too highly to doing damage to any vehicle when you're trying to rescue it and get it to where it can be assessed for damages. If you do more damage to it, you end up losing your pay for towing it from the insurance company. And that goes for pretty much any insurance company, really. Makes sense. It does make sense. But if you do damage to it, you shouldn't be paid for that work, because they then have to pay even more for the damages and stuff. So, and you also want to try and save as much as the load as possible. Let me up here. Okay. Oops. Oh well. Get more of our tires on the ground here. Let's go. That's what it was. I think I was beached. Okay, we'll just leave it in high suspension mode. It's fine. We won't be going very fast anyway. But yeah, so we ended up having to unload the entire trailer, and doing that, you can't use machinery like they would to load the trailer, like forklifts, pallet carts, or pallet forks, whatever. Yeah, they don't allow you to use that kind of stuff because obviously you're still on your side, on the side of the trailer, and yeah, you just do more damage to the trailer trying to do it that way. Yeah, I think we'll go through this dude's yard. Ah, screw him. You awake? Over there. Anyway, yeah, back to the story. Screw your mailbox. Yeah. We ended up having to unload it entirely by hand. And since it was produce, the way the pallets were stacked, yeah, very unstable pallets. So you can't just unload the pallets, or pick up the part of the pallets or whatever. We had to unload each pallet by hand of all the produce on it, and then bring the pallets over to the new trailer. I guess our trailer that we had. We had a semi-trailer specifically for doing these type of jobs. Take it all the way to the front of the trailer, put the pallet down, grab all the produce, as much as you could carry in the boxes that weren't destroyed. Bring it all over and restack the pallets, and then plastic wrap them and all that stuff so they were stable. So yeah, we had to do the entire trailer. And yeah, after about 4 or 5 hours of doing that, it started to become very, very disgusting in there. Everything was, it was either slick or it was sticky. It was a big mess. I didn't miss a bridge I could have crossed over here, right? Okay, yeah, this is the only bridge. Right. Yeah, that took us the rest of the night all the way into the next day. And then all the way into... We were essentially there for a little over 24 hours. That was back when I could operate with no sleep. So yeah, just did more damage to the engine. But yeah, operate with no sleep, and I was able to go a full 24 hours or more without sleep. Just keep working, keep working, keep working. So we did that, then flipped her back over, back on the wheels, and then brought in another semi to haul that trailer. The trailer was stable enough to haul, but we had to take it very slow. It's because the trailer was kinked quite heavily in the frame as well, so it was not safe to operate it at highway speeds. Yeah, not a fun time. It was a very, very long job. That's one of them jobs where you're on call and you regret answering that call. You just regret answering it. Yeah, I say that as if not answering on-call calls is a choice. It's not a choice. You're on call. You better pick up the phone. maybe at some point as well, we'll do some DOT stories. Got some of them. A lot of fun. Oof. This thing's not very strong, is it? You know what? Come here. Stop slamming yourself into me. Knocking at my back door like this is a party. You know, because that statement I just said made all the sense. This is going to be a long journey. A very, very long journey. But I can't exactly cut it out right now just because of time constraints. We'll try to get it to where the end of this mission lines up with the end of the video. I may have to cut out a little bit, but yeah. Yeah, I've flipped over a few semis before. And to do that, you essentially need 2 tow trucks of somewhat equal strength. They don't have to be exact, but they need to be strong enough to flip over a semi. So yeah, you'd have, what we had was a semi tow truck, kind of like this truck here, and a what you'd call a winch truck, which is just the standard. That's just the standard tow truck. You know, got a big old winch crane on it, but just the standardized tow truck. Use both of those. Put the semi tow truck. You have to be at about a 90-degree angle, if you can. The more the 90-degree angle is true, the more success you'll have in flipping a semi. You put your strongest tow truck at the semi, and where the semi and the trailer connect at the 5th wheel. You want to be hooked up to those axles. And then the weaker tow truck, if you have a setup like that, then you have the weaker tow truck at the rear of the trailer where the least amount of weight is. And then you just grab onto the framing and the axles, hook it up to the strongest parts of it that you possibly can on the high side, if that's possible. Sometimes you have to drag it a little bit before that's possible, but yeah, then you just do that. And then you just pull. Pull until she gets flipped back over onto her wheels. And you want to go as slow as possible. And if you can hook it up in such a way that basically when it's at its pivot point about to go back on the wheels, it doesn't just flop over back onto its wheels with all the weight coming down onto the suspension and the axles. You want it in such a way that when you do hit that tipping point and it starts flipping over to where the weight's now where it should be, but the tires are still in the air, you want it to where your tow truck cables, or not cables, but chains and stuff like that are hooked up to the hook that's hooked up to the cables. Not explaining it very well, but yeah, you wanted it to where it'll catch that before it gets too far. So essentially there's no dropping, it's just a nice slow turn, or nice slow flip over back onto the wheels. Nice and easy, nice and slow. Because if you let all that weight come down, you could end up breaking the suspension, blowing tires, things like that. So that's essentially how you flip over a semi. You don't want to grab on straightly just onto the axles either. You'll rip the damn axles off the truck. There's not a lot of points where those axles are attached. They're not meant to be for pulling on. That's another thing too. If you're ever pulling a vehicle with another vehicle, or essentially in that situation, don't ever hook up to the axles. It's a bad idea. Even if you don't rip the axles completely off, you can end up bending something. And the suspension is a very integral part of how vehicles drive. And if something's tweaked into suspension, that could cause a whole lot of other issues, as that could also cause some unsafe driving conditions. Yep. The place you want to be hooking up to is the frame of the vehicle, which is essentially usually either U-channel design or square tubing design, anywhere there. They usually leave holes in the frame somewhere where you could put hooks and stuff like that. There's usually points to hook up to. Like with my pickup, it's got hooks. It's got tow hooks on the front of it, which are directly hooked to or directly bolted to the frame itself on the front end. And you could just grab those, you could just hook up a chain to those tow hooks and pull away. Try not to pull into something too heavy. It could end up bending a hook, but yeah. There's especially on the newer cars now, there's all kinds of places to hook to. Hey, we made it! We made it! Look at us go! Oh, there's a Kodiak over there. Yeah! It's always sad when loved ones pass. At least I got a great truck out of it. I've damaged it severely. I've always loved trucking with Uncle Tom. He left me a healthy sum of money. That's nice of him. You take it and help others around here. Wait. What? So you're giving me the truck? Is that what you're saying? Oh no, you take the money maybe. Yeah, he left me a healthy sum of money. You take it and help others around here. Okay. So yeah, I definitely can't switch to this, right? Oh. Oh, he's giving me the truck? I've severely damaged the engine. And look at this thing. The beast. Look at the fuel though. Just by itself. I'm stealing your other truck. This is mine now. I can change to this one too, right? Yeah. Oh, this one's not damaged. It's just almost out of fuel. Right, come here. Whoa. Apparently there's a little fuel tank on that. Oops. Can I go this way? Probably not. Looks like there's invisible walls right here. Eh. I like these old square body trucks. Well, it's less of a square body. It's like 50s, 60s design. Okay. Well, we won't be able to take these back to the garage today, anyway. Yeah, we got a couple of trucks. I wonder. Oops. I thought I was switching to... There we go. Oh yeah, now they're really burning the fuel. I wonder, does this have a crane? No, it doesn't actually have a crane. It's just a show crane. It's all bent to shit. Stop engine. I'm actually really curious, though. I love that flipping out. It's so funny. So this one we can probably do the axle lift on. So let's do that. Rotator axle lift controls. Lower this thing down. So if you don't know what an axle lift is, essentially it's just it's essentially this, but extent. There we go. So yeah, it's just a couple of forks on a little sliding bar here. And since this is a video game, I gotta use this. I don't think there's any such thing as a automatic sliding forks. Right about there should do. Rotators, axle lift controls. Yeah, and essentially, as it states, an axle lift. Put the axle, the front axle of the vehicle, onto this, which fits fits the frame design of trucks, semi-trucks. I want to change to this actually. Maybe easier. We line the truck up itself since it can drive. As you can see, there's a little axle there, front axles. This thing is terrible. This camera is atrocious. Come on. Okay, I can adjust it from there then. Nope, wrong one. Okay. Crane mode. Back you go. Okay. Axle lift. Get on the axle lift. And let's lift it up in the air. Oops, that was the wrong key. Oh. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, lift controls. Unfortunately, this game doesn't allow that. Pack trucks? No. on there. A little further, maybe. Maybe that'll do. Maybe it'll... No, no, won't accept that. Get that autosave lag, man. There's gotta be a way it'll allow me to pack this. Oh, do I gotta scroll down? Oh, yes I do. Aha! Okay, that is now packed. The axle lifts obviously aren't on the axle, but that's fine. It's a video game. Alright. Crane mode. I'll just put this back. Alright. So if I restore crane... Okay, so it just does that. I was afraid it was going to restore the axle lift as well. Lift controls. Let's go up. Get that a little higher off the ground there. That'll do. Now, can I winch to this truck? This is a terrible idea. I was curious about it. Okay. This is so not gonna work. This is not gonna work out in my favor, is it? Need to get these. The reason I'm leaving it loose like this is so I can just do this. Okay. Get these both back to the garage. Oop, that's a rock. I would never do this in real life. Ain't no freaking way. And what the heck? Oh, I'm trying to pull that up a rock. Come on. Gotta let me turn, game. A little closer. That should be fun. I am gonna cut this out though. We'll get back to the garage with both these trucks and then do our closing. Our video ending dealio outro thingy-majig. See you back at the garage. And here we are. We managed to get both trucks back. Pretty safely, actually. A little shaky back there. That one's like right in the other one's ass there. Yeah. The reason I'm bringing all these back, though, is to sell them off. So we can have even more money. That trailer's lights are on? It's crazy. Let's have some batteries on it or something. Alrighty. Look at us go. Some more money in these trucks. We've essentially stolen both of them. Poor guy. So yeah, I used to love, or I love trucking and all that. And he's like, where are you taking my trucks? Oh, we need to unpack that actually. There we go. Now I go to the rotator's axle lift. It was a very long journey, by the way, in case you were wondering. There we go. Yep, a very, very long journey that was. Oof. Let's get you into the garage. You're almost there. Don't get stuck in the mud. No. Come on. You're so close. Okay. There we go. Alright. Retain. Truck storage. Sell. That's 15 grand in the old pocket. The old pocketbook. Now the big gas guzzler. This thing is a beast of a truck, I bet. But it's getting sold. Truck storage. 59,000. Not bad, not bad. Alright, back up to 204. I don't think that Bandit has enough. No, it doesn't have enough fuel. This is very heavily damaged. We'll have to tow that back at some point, though. Alright, let's go get refueled. Or not refilled, but repaired. Okay. Well, that's a good point to end the video, I think. Yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Hopefully we can continue this soon. Kind of been getting burned down on SnowRunner a little bit, so as well. It's been this is definitely one of those games where you can only play it for a few hours at a time because it is quite the grind. Just the game itself is such a grind, even with modded trucks and stuff. It's fun. It just that's the way it ends up after a while. But again, hope you enjoyed watching, and hope you enjoyed this map as well. And if you did enjoy this map, I do recommend going and giving it a download. Show the map mod maker some love so that he can continue, or she, or whoever, so that they can continue making maps and have the inspiration to continue making maps and maybe even other mods as well. Because that's just one of them things. If you're not getting, you're doing amazing things and you get recognition somewhat, it tends to be a little disheartening. But this is a good map as well, and definitely will be continuing it, hopefully sooner rather than later. We'll just have to see. It's going to be a very hectic month for me. This is going to be very busy. But yeah, like I said, if you enjoyed the map, just show your support by downloading and liking and whatnot. And again, hopefully we continue this again in the future. I don't know when that's going to be. We'll have to see, like I said. But until then, goodbye.